A ship carrying 40,000 tons of diesel under a $1 billion credit line given to Sri Lanka by India has reached the island nation. The fuel will be distributed across Sri Lanka this evening. The nation of 22 million people is in the grips of its worst downturn since the independence, sparked by an acute lack of foreign currency to pay for even the most essential imports. Diesel, the main fuel for buses and commercial vehicles, was unavailable at stations across the island, according to the officials and media reports, crippling public transport. Owners of the private buses, which account for two-thirds of the Sri Lankan fleet, said they were already out of oil and that even skeleton services might not be possible after today. Petrol and diesel prices were hiked today by 80 paise a litre each, taking the total increase in rates in the last 12 days to Rs 7.20 per litre. Petrol in Delhi will now cost Rs 102.61 per litre as against Rs 101.81 previously, while diesel rates have gone up from 93.07 per litre to Rs 93.87 according to a price notification of state fuel retailers. Rates have been increased across the country and vary from state to state depending upon the incidence of local taxation. This is the 10th increase in prices since the ending of a 4.5-month-long hiatus in rate revision on March 22. The Delhi High Court on Friday asked the police to file a status report on the alleged vandalism outside Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence earlier this week and said unruly crowds sought to create an element of fear and the police force was at the spot was inadequate and outnumbered. Hearing a petition by AAP MLA Saurabh Bharadwaj concerning the incident, a bench of acting Chief Justice Vipin Sanghi and Justice Naveen Chawla granted 2 weeks' time to Delhi police to file its status report in sealed cover. Some took law into their hands. There is element of fear sought to be created. That is evident. The police force was inadequate. They did try to stop them, but they were outnumbered, the court observed. Nepal Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba met External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Foreign Secretary Harsh Shringla in Delhi on Friday. The Nepalese PM arrived in India today for a 3-day visit to the country, accompanied by senior officials and his spouse Dr. Arzu Deuba. Nepal's Prime Minister is visiting India at the invitation of PM Modi. Earlier today, the Nepal PM met Bharatiya Janata Party President JP Nadda at the party headquarters in a courtesy meeting. Had a courtesy meeting with Nepal Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba today. India and Nepal are not just neighborhoods but are very close to each other, even from religious, cultural, linguistic, and historic viewpoints, Mr. Nadda said in a tweet. Peace talks between Ukrainian and Russian officials have resumed via video, but Moscow has warned that the helicopter attack in Russia would hamper negotiation. Our positions on Crimea and Donbas have not changed, the Russian negotiator said. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky refused to say whether he had ordered an airstrike on Russian soil, as a bus convoy navigated a torturous evacuation to help thousands flee the besieged city of Mariupol. Kiev would not be drawn on whether it was behind the attack, with President Volodymyr Zelensky telling US network Fox News, "I'm sorry, I do not discuss any of my orders as Commander-in-Chief." With the prospect of war expanding across Ukraine's border, progress appeared stalled in one of the country's most pressing humanitarian disasters in the shattered southern city of Mariupol.